Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the final round of the Oceania One Piece Regionals hosted by TAC Games. We have Elliot taking on a brand new player, another undefeated 7-0 versus 7-0 Shannon Cole, playing Law versus Zoro. Set one matchup here, Dale.
Yeah, is this just set one all over again?
I mean, people were asking for it, and it looks like that we've got it. And to be quite honest with you, I'm not upset.
Yeah, no issues with me. It's actually been really nice to see a really nice spread of different leaders throughout the day.
Agreed.
And then even the potential grand finals, seeing a Law that we haven't seen all day, like just snuck up out of nowhere. Law's now fighting for first.
Yeah, both players obviously fighting for first place, and there is a lot on the line. This is the brand new, how do I put it? I guess the brand
It's the
new
new
season.
wave of tournaments.
Yeah, so it's the brand new season. Obviously, new prizing, new events. Obviously, a brand new set introduced as well. Yep. So it's going to be a good 3 months to kind of get out of that old meta and shift into the new meta here. And we speak about shifting into metas, but we're seeing two of the first set leaders still dominating this format. And well, we're going to find out why here, Dale. Obviously, there's a reason why both of these players are now 7-0. Shout out to both players, Elliot and Shannon. I'm hoping for a good game here. I'm hoping that it does go the distance and it's not just like a 15-minute sweep. But it tends to kind of obviously shift that way when you're playing red or a variant of red.
Yep. It is interesting as well because I feel like Australia doesn't have too many Law players in general. Like, everyone understands that the deck is really strong. Everyone knows that if the deck runs hot, it can easily win events. But no one really... it might be different for Elliot, but I feel like I don't see this deck nearly as much as I see every other deck. And it's just a big credit as well. Both of these decks have a lot of micro decisions they've had to make throughout the day that have really shown why they're in the finals, at least. Yep,
I agree with you. It's going to be interesting to see who takes this one out. Obviously, some support for both colors. We've seen the support come through for Zoro now in the way that it shifts into playing the EZO package. Well, not package, but the EZO card itself, and then being able to obviously search for events. Just another one-cost searcher. Kind of looks like it's replaced Nami. I don't know if that would be correct in saying so.
I think that's a nice way to describe it, because you're now dropping the Straw Hat package for the Whitebeard package, and that's just the Whitebeard searcher. Because, as we saw, we haven't really seen Rush Zoro get played outside of maybe one round this tournament. Everyone's opting more for Marco, blocker, Marco, 5-drop, and just things like that throughout it. I am curious to see if Elliot has Fire Fist in his deck.
Yeah.
So it's a 3-cost event that lets you discard another event to KO 2 cards, one with 5,000 power and one with 4,000 power or less.
Yeah, very strong card.
And that is insanely good going into this matchup, because if you can just sort of stop Law from ever being set up, you're laughing.
Well, using one to play the Buggy finding the Whitebeard Pirates, using the other Don to search, finding the Marco, Shannon going first and getting to play the Chopper. Both players getting off to a really, really nice start, both being able to play what they want. And obviously Shannon looking to fill up his board with 5 characters quickly to make sure that his leader effect comes online. So
it is going to be interesting to see if Elliot also approaches this aggressively and tries to punch Shannon in the face as much as he possibly can, and sort of dwindle his hand that way, or if he's going to play a bit more passive and just use cards like Marco to kill blockers, so it's stopping Shannon from actually having the ability to get 5 on board.
And I mean, we're seeing it already. Curly into the Sunny-kun did end up grabbing and putting Otama into hand from the search of Curly.
Yep.
So knowing that he's got a 2k in hand or just another weenie if he wants to end up playing it on the field as well. But yeah, we're going to start seeing if the aggression from Elliot is going to be able to hinder Shannon's curve here, and see if he's able to continue to play these small bodies on the board. Now, the only thing that I can say here for Shannon, he's got 3 red cards on field already. So
Oof,
still,
Rush. I
yeah,
thought we weren't playing this card anymore. My
yeah.
mistake. Rush Zoro being a good target here.
And being able to obviously put that pressure on, like I was just saying, Shannon already down to 3. It is a 1K counter to get out of it, but Shannon opting that he's actually going to take that. And
it's actually a 2K because of Zoro effect.
of course, sorry, you're right. 6K swing, yeah. He did have the Otama. We were just speaking about it. He did find the Otama from the curly, opted not to use it, and taking the life instead. Very interesting, but again, we know these players are obviously on the final tables for a reason, and we're going to see if that play is obviously what he wants to do. And
probably going to use Bonnie effect to search
and
hopefully just hit the 5-cost law blocker, and then I assume you're just going to
play Otama,
neg 3 on the Zoro, and then just shambles and play the blocker, and then just start doing whatever you really want.
Yeah. Which is kind of a telltale sign. Like I said, he didn't use that in the combo to get out of that last swing.
Yeah.
Obviously opting to keep that in hand as a priority.
Interesting, Rush Luffy. Yep, here comes the Otama, neg 3 on the Zoro. Sanikun probably... Oh, yeah, as well, Jadan. And then just... I think we see a shambles here, right?
Yeah, you pretty much have to.
Because you want to protect that Bonnie as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right, too. And you're already on 2 life, right? So...
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, he hit something.
Oh, no. Never a good feeling when your opponent looks at their life and then holds it.
Jet pistol.
Yeah, he's asking
Fire
Shannon
fist?
what he's what power things are. And there's
Fire fist. So I believe this triggers KO of 5,000 power or less, right? So
what's the one that neg something 10k?
That is round table, is it?
Maybe, yeah, I might be wrong. But yeah, he's got rid of the Sunny-kun, knowing that that's probably more of a threat. It is a 3k vanilla that could possibly add on some Don later on. But now Shannon's still not playing with any green cards on field. He does have Bonnie, obviously, for next turn. Does have the blocker as well to stop one of these swings coming through. Knowing that Elliot does play the Rush Zoro, though, going to be interesting to see if he has another one in hand and if he wants to continue to put this pressure on.
Yeah, so swings 4k at Dadan, surely. Just need to try and keep Law's board as empty as possible, and then you're laughing. But
Yep.
Like, do we even just see Marco here to kill the blocker and then a cheeky swing at the Luffy? Like, that... We know he's got a Marco in hand.
And yeah, he looks like he's going to play it. Absolutely. Get rid of the blocker and then swing 6k into lead.
Not the Luffy?
No, I don't think so, because Luffy you can get away with a 1k counter, whereas if you swing into lead, it has to be a 2k counter here, and I think if you swing into the Luffy, he's definitely comboing out of that. And I feel like you just want to put Shannon under more pressure in getting rid of 2 cards, or at least a 2k. And there it is, there's the Brook, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, 2k was left, so...
Yeah, I think that was the ideal play here, getting rid of that in Shannon's hand. Because you're looking at Law now, and he is in a very tough spot. He's got 2 life. He only has 2 cards on field. He's not going to be able to shambles this turn, I would say.
Who knows? Bonnie's a good card.
I do say that, but yeah, you're looking at, what's that, another 4 or 5 Don available for Law?
Yeah, so if he's got 2 more 1-drops...
There you go,
and he hits
Blocker Law, yeah.
Blocker's Law is insane right now as well, because he can pick that Otama back up and then bounce the 1-cost Bonnie back to hand and play a 3k, or 3-cost. Like, it's just a nice scenario to be in. Buggy end up dying.
Yeah, both players really dealing with each other's boards, knowing that they have respectively different reasons to get their board wide and to keep it stacked. One for the reason of obviously going wide and aggro, and the other one for being able to use leader effect as well to play the effect.
So having...
Wow.
Oh, another Bonnie. This is... This is big. This is
If he manages to get a 1 cost off here, it's going to be huge. Wow, finds
So-
another blocker law. That's amazing. Does he have a chopper maybe for 1 and then being able to play the shambles, which would then bring
Yeah.
2 blockers on field, and then as Shannon, you're laughing.
just one blocker on field. Oh wait, no, law blocker. You're right. Yeah,
Still
And-
manages to get the beige off, which I think is still fine here.
yeah. Beige is a good blocker, and then you just return that, play law blocker, bounce a Bonnie,
Yep.
protect Bonnie the deck,
Yeah.
and then yeah, just
Save Private Bonnie.
do you have a good follow up? Like even
Yeah.
Brook isn't too bad here to just attach 2 Don to your leader and swing.
I almost wouldn't be shocked if he ends up playing another Bonnie back.
Opts to play nothing.
Nothing.
Really protecting the Bonnie.
Wow. I mean, in Shannon's defense, 1k combo in hand versus using 1 Don next turn to play the Bonnie back,
Yeah,
you're not too upset knowing that most of your plays are going to be shambles anyway.
true.
Plus, you can't really shambles if you play the Bonnie because you're not going to bounce the Luffy back to play the Law in response. Because you
Yeah,
have to bounce a red to put the green on field. And if he had a 3 cost or less red, he would have played it by now.
yeah. So here comes Fire Fist. So I thought this would be a really good card in the matchup.
Yep.
Oh, he's adding it. Sorry.
Yeah, from the...
Such a
he's
nice looking card as well.
Oh, yeah, the Altart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to admit, I wasn't a big fan of rare events getting like Altarts, but that card is gorgeous.
So this is potentially a huge play. Otama to reduce the power, and then that Fire Fist is going to remove
Yeah.
potentially both blockers.
And there it is. So he looks like he's using Fire Fist, discarding the Whitebeard Pirates.
Yeah, and then he
there
kills
goes
both blockers.
Yep.
And then, yeah. Do you just
Marco
go
into
7?
lead?
I feel like you go for the Bonnie.
Nah, because you can use Ezo for Bonnie.
Oh yeah, it looks like he's separating Don out for Ezo. So
Yeah, like I feel like you don't have to really worry about swinging into Bonnie with the Marco. It's not really worth your swing here. And again, if you're swinging into lead,
oh, he's just going face.
Yeah, you're forcing him to combo out of that if he doesn't want to. And now he's going to go 7. I would assume into the rush Luffy.
Are you sure he just wouldn't keep going face? Because like,
Got to get rid of 2 cards in hand, no Don available. You're probably right.
yeah, like I've always played this matchup super defensively, but I think maybe Elliot's showing me the light. Just go on face and just. If you can kill stuff with events, you do it, but otherwise just keep swinging as much as you can. Because we know Shannon's already used 1 2k counter. He hasn't actually added many off searches. I don't think he's added any
He's
outside
used
of 1
2K
Otama.
counter, and he's used the Otama on field, right? And I think that's now...
But that Otama's back in hand due to shambles.
Ah, okay, yep. I thought
So
it was
he's
under
running,
beige.
like, he might not have too many 2k.
Wow.
Oh. So
There
he's
you go.
keeping the Otama in hand.
Yep. Letting his opponent know that he's still
Yeah.
got that 2k, getting rid of the Bonnie and the Makino.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that Ezo was played that turn, and it looks like it might have, because otherwise that was such a free
sorry,
swing.
he got the you're right. He
Fire
got the
Fist, yeah.
Fire Fist off it. Yeah. Sorry, that does make sense. Now Bonnie going to look at top 5 again, see if he can find anything. You probably want a beige here, if possible.
Anything, really.
Finds another Bonnie. Not too bad.
Look, the card is the core of the deck. Like,
Yeah.
there's a reason why it's got new winner promos.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everyone wants it. Can't blame him. Plus, the art on the original is terrible. I'm just going to
Look.
put that out there. I'm just saying.
Fair
Don't fight
opinions.
me on it. The winner version and the promo version looks much better than
Yep.
this art. That's just weird.
So it
face.
is- Yeah. Zoomed in close up face.
Yeah, I don't rate it.
But it is a bit interesting because, like, Shannon still needs to play 2 more cards out this turn for Shambles to be live.
Correct. Gonna
So-
play Curly now. Well, if he finds a 1 cost here and he's got the other Bonnie, He's still able to get shambles off.
Well, we know he's got two
Nice.
Bonnies in hand, and a Markano is a good hit just for the
And he's still
2K
got
counter.
Otama in hand as well. He hasn't used that in a combo yet, so he's still got options here. Definitely able to get shambles off. It just depends which path he ends up taking, right?
Yeah.
I would assume one more Bonnie. He might even play the Bonnie and use the effect. He does have 6 Don available.
Yeah, so Bonnie effect.
Which leaves 4.
You probably just... Do you even just play the third Bonnie and just leave it active and then just shambles back the Dadan? Like,
I mean, I don't see why not. Oh, he's going for leader swing first. Trying to bait something out here.
oh, that's not a good feeling.
Using guard point?
On a 5k swing?
Yeah, yeah. That shows you the position that Elliot is in.
Yep.
Wow.
Unless if that's like the greatest mind game of all time and his hands just full of like 1 or 2k counters.
I don't care. I've got Don available.
Vista to kill Izo, yep.
And then 1 for Bonnie. And then he's still got shambles available.
Yeah, and then
he bounces back the Dadan, or I mean, you can even bounce the Vista back now if you wanted to.
You go Vista for the
law.
Yeah, and then just
you play the Vista again, right?
You could, yeah, and kill the Otama if you needed.
Yeah,
but...
that's actually pretty good. Again, I knew there was a reason why these players are at the top tables, and me and you were not entered.
Well, now, surely next time we're on top tables. That's how it goes.
He was about to play the Otama. I think he... Yeah, I was going to say, I think you want to play one more green here. Obviously, going to not opt to use this effect. Shambles comes in. Yeah. Oh, Curly back to hand. Okay.
Look, it still potentially is the exact same play because you can pick up the Vista. Oh, he's not even picking up Vista. Oh, just getting more searches, getting that hand.
I mean, if he finds a 2k counter off this, really nice position to be in. Only has 1 blocker, though.
Does he have any left in deck? That's a real thing. Like, he's seen a lot of them.
He has, but I would assume there's...
look, we've got another Otama.
Doubt. Never in doubt, mate.
And then, swings at Marco.
I think that's a pretty good play. Still has to get rid... Ooh, really? Another guard point. That's 2 gone now from Elliot.
Yeah.
A passing turn, so he still does have a law blocker available on field.
This would be extremely funny if Zoro's just got like the hand of Diablo Jambe and like 2 of those cards that give you a leader plus 4k. So you just like swing Marco, and he's like, "Oh, I'm at 1, I'll take it," and then just instantly dove through blockers.
I doubt it, but it would be quite funny.
Look, Shannon still might even be able to get out of it. His hand's like 7 cards, it looks like.
Yeah. Stacked himself back up really nicely now. 2 life on Elliot, 1 life on Shannon. Just kind of going for the little tap
7K.
with Marco, yeah. Seeing how his opponent's going to react. It's a gross number, isn't it? You've got to get rid of 2 cards here, unless you want to block and then get rid of 1 card, but that's not the ideal situation. You don't know what your opponent's going to do. They've only attached 1 Don onto leader, so it's very questionable.
Yep. Look, Rush Zoro is still a card, like...
Absolutely, and there you go. Bonnie and Otama, 8k. That 8 as well?
I think so. Could be 9.
No, I think he put 3 on the leader. I'm trying to look at his active Don one. I think he's got 7 still active.
Okay, it's hard to tell from
it is. There's a couple of them like grouped up. I think it is going to be 7 still, and there's...
It's a tough call, like... Do you just take it,
Yeah.
or block and lose 2/2Ks from your hand, and like who knows what Elliot's got in hand? Like there are so many potential cards that could just sort of like be a massive blowout right now. Like we can assume it's not Jet Pistol because otherwise he would have just killed the blocker straight off the bat.
Yeah. And yeah, Elliot really just this is the game, right? This is the what they're all playing for now, trying to figure out. And wow, just blocking that swing. Now with no blockers on field, I think he's tapping 5. Gonna play another Marco and pass turn.
Oh, that's a Marco blocker. That is good card right now. So that Luffy can get just completely bypass it. So
true. And leaving two Don up for Elliot. Already used 2 guard points. Still possibly has like a third or something like that. So it's not completely over.
Shannon separating his Don into 2-2-3-3, so you can sort of think the shambles is being prepared.
I definitely believe that would be the case. I can't remember if he still does have a Bonnie in hand.
I think he does because we've only seen 2. Yeah, one did one die? I can't even remember. I think he might actually have 2 in hand because he's had 3. Oh, but he comboed 1. Yeah, so he's got 1 left in hand. All right, thinking out the turn. Look, it's fair. Otama. Probably target the Marco. Then he can just shambles back Vista and play it and kill Marco. Or shambles back Otama. Law, yeah. Marco goes goodbye. Are you going to save it? Nah, surely not. Surely not. And then, yeah, Shannon's got a blocker and potentially, like, 3 attacks coming at Elliot. Like, it's looking pretty strong in Shannon's favor right now, but you never know. A well-timed 2 jet pistols in life could always change something around, you know?
Not wrong. Bonnie is going to activate. Shambles is once per turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Whiffs on the Bonnie search, which is fair. He's probably seen all the laws by now.
Yeah. Has to stop. Has to stop somewhere.
Swing 5k leader. Now, remember, Elliot wasn't really countering last turn. He used, like, guard points. So he might not actually have enough counter in hand to live this turn as well. Like, that is something I'd be thinking about like, going into this turn as Shannon. No jet pistol, we're chilling.
Fine with it.
This Vista was played this turn. You've attached the Don, my dude. You can't take that back. I don't think this will cost him game. That misplay, but I think... Yeah, I don't think that's going to change too much ultimately.
You'd hope not.
But,
it's not a nice way to go down, right?
Yeah, I'd hate to lose because
my
opponent had 1k counter in hand that Might not have had if I put 2 Don on Dadan instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's really trying to poke that life down just so I think Luffy can go in for game. And look, if you're Elliot with 1k counter in hand or something, you're laughing at that right moment right then. Like you're like, oh my lord, he's given me a chance.
Yeah. It's like, come on. I need this.
Alright, 6k from Dadan into face. I would honestly chuck that 1 Don on Luffy just in case it is a jet pistol. You don't know if he's running it or not, but jet pistol
Ooh.
is huge.
Gonna touch it now anyway, and he's still got 2. He hasn't used the Don all turn.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna have to. Guard point, yeah.
Yep, guard point. You're out. Easy.
GG, well played.
And don't really know what's going to happen.
It's a hard one.
4 cards in hand. We know one's a 2k counter. Five cost marker on field. It's a tough one. Like
it is. What do you do here?
you need 2 hits, but he's got a blocker, so you need him to block and like
Bait
a card out of hand to keep it alive, and like
he does have 4 cards in hand here as well, Shannon.
yeah,
Still in a very comfortable position, but it feels like if Elliot doesn't win on this turn, then Shannon just cleans up next turn. Obviously, every
100%.
swing is lethal.
100% agree. Will like Rush Zoro be like the win condition here? Like 7k, 8k leader? Yeah. Oh wait, that's 9. Jeez.
He's counting his Don. It looked like he counted 7 still available. 1 on the lead and then 2 on the marker.
Yeah, so that's a 9k swing. So that's yep, you have to block. Now, do you play? I wish I knew Elliot's list so I could try and work out what he's
thinking. But that's the beauty of it. We can't see
the
exact same.
I mean, Shannon's doing the exact same thing as well. He's racking his brain trying to figure out what exactly
Elliot
can be
is
presented.
now swinging at 7, I think it is. It looks like he put another Don underneath his leader.
So yeah, 6 left. So if Shannon takes this, maybe we have 2 Zoro swings at him, and that's kind of horrifying.
He just needs a 2 and a 1k, right, to get out of this show.
Yeah,
and
he's got 4 cards
in hand. Even if he has 3 1ks, like you just dump everything that you've got to get out of this swing.
Yeah.
Considering that the unblockable Luffy is on the field, you don't care if Elliot ends up using those last bits of Don to play a blocker because you just dump the
load up
Don underneath the underneath the Luffy, go for 16k and you win the game. So I'm not sure what there is really to think about here.
We say like double Zoro might be the only way, but if Elliot for some odd reason has like 4 Markano in hand and Otama swings for 13k.
I mean, sure, he goes double Zoro here, right? As an example, I mean, they're both 6Ks, right? Yeah. So that does actually give a little bit of a leeway that if Shannon doesn't have 2k counters, then it's kind of done. Odds of Elliot having 2 Rush Zoros when he's already played one, though? I mean, that's insane if he does. Don't get me wrong. We haven't seen it being revealed from any searches.
Yeah.
He's already played 1. If he's got 2 in his hand still and he wins from that, that is insanity. Like, hats off to him. That'll be a crazy way to win, but it's like... Yeah,
Yep.
there
So
you
he
go.
gets out.
Gets out of that swing. Still sits on 1 life now, and Shannon still has 2 cards. Is that 2 or 1 left in hand now? 2
Two.
cards.
And he gets rid of the Markino we saw. So we knew he had a Markino in hand.
Yeah.
What can you be doing though?
That's what I'm curious about now too. Unless there's a way to get rid of the unblockable Luffy, I still don't think it matters because he's got everything else on the board that he needs. We're gonna find out here. 4? What can you be doing for?
Not much really.
No, I don't think so either. 1 for a searcher? No.
Otama. I guess if he kills a Luffy, he might have a chance of living.
I still don't see how that's possible.
I don't think so either, but I'm trying to think. Markino. Yep, giving Otama power.
But it's your last swing.
Yeah, it looks like Shannon takes this, I think.
I can't see any other way out of here. He has got 2 Don available, but even then, what can you get your leader to 13k with 2
radical beams and then a 2k counter, and that's
do you know what I mean? Like, it still doesn't really make any sense to me. I mean, he's trying to obviously piece this out and figure out what he's doing, but there's a 2k counter and that's it.
Yeah, that's the game.
Now it's just done. Yeah, I think Elliot. I mean, I didn't see a way that Elliot had to win this anyway, but still passing on. And I don't know if he's trying to bait the fact that he might still have something here. Because all the bodies on field, if he does put 10 Don under his leader and swings for 15k, if Elliot somehow manages to get out of this...
He can't, though. He's got 3 cards in hand. You just go 15 face and win.
I mean, I'm just confused on what the thought is here. And he's going the other route now, which is probably smarter. If you swing with 5k, you're forcing your opponent to get rid of like any 2ks or counters that he has, right?
And he's got a Rush Luffy in hand for game. Oh, Rush Zoro. The card Elliot was looking for.
And that's it. Like, yeah, I didn't think there was a way out of it for Elliot.
Nah.
Shannon ends up taking that one, so congratulations to Shannon for taking out this event. I'm pretty sure that is the last round, guys. I think they've been saying to us that they're going to look at the standings and make sure that no draws or anything like that can muddle up the top placings, but those 2 were the last undefeated. And
just heads up, there still might be another round just because like top cut placings. So they don't want anyone like 16th and 17th to be a tie. Just because that could potentially like get rid of someone out of top cut.
Yeah, which I understand, but either way, I mean, at the end of it all, Shannon goes 8-0, so congratulations to him. I think that should be counted for something, and hopefully there is no other round. But we will find out the information, guys, and we'll leave it in the chat for you. For now, that's pretty much it from us. I'll leave it on the Be Back Soon screen, just in case there is another round. But if there isn't, I want to thank everyone for joining in and tuning in. We'll leave all the information in the chat for you guys so you know what's going on. Hopefully it'll be like another 10-15 minutes till we figure everything out. It should be time in the round soon. But yeah, thank you so much and stay tuned.
Yeah, enjoy.